Hello, good evening. We begin with good news tonight. The family of a Gloucestershire man who's just left intensive care after spending 50 days being treated for coronavirus say they can't praise the medical staff enough. Gary Trigg from Cinderford contracted COVID-19 in April. While his life was hanging in the balance, his daughter was in the same hospital giving birth. Our Gloucestershire reporter Steve Knibbs has been to see them.
He's turned a corner, he's out of CCU now, and he had the clap out yesterday, which was wonderful. His little face, his little wave at the end.
This was the moment Gary's family thought they'd never see. He was admitted to hospital as part of the first wave of COVID patients back in April. He became very, very poorly.
It was touch and go, yeah. We didn't know from one day to the next if he was going to survive or not, you know. Every day was different.
But after 50 days and over 1,200 hours of treatment in critical care, Gary, who's one of the longest COVID patients in the hospital, made it through.
It's like a miracle, really, and I mean, he's obviously got inner strength, but the doctors and nurses in the critical care in Gloucester are absolutely wonderful. The support we've had, the family support, phoning every day, that was a great help.
We owe our dad's life, you know, to them. They've been absolutely fantastic. They're very brave because they're risking their own lives going into work every day. But the fact that they've brought Dad through this and he will be returning home to us is fantastic, and I can't thank them enough.
As soon as he's well enough, Gary will get to see his new granddaughter, 6-week-old Matilda. She was born in the same hospital as he lay in intensive care.
Knowing that Dad was in the tower block and I could see out the window and not being able to go and see him was heartbreaking. It was the thought of, is he ever going to be able to see his new grandchild? So the virtual visiting, being able to hold her up just so we could see her was very, very emotional for me.
No one has died in Gloucestershire's hospitals from coronavirus for the last 2 weeks, and this month there have only been 4 reported new cases in the county. It is welcome and good news, but Gary's family still urge people not to be complacent.
It's still out there, and we don't want anybody else to go through what we have. I mean, they might not be so lucky. I mean there's 40,000 people, isn't there, that's not been so lucky as Gary. So to still follow the government guidelines, stay safe.
Gary is well known in Cinderford through his links to the rugby club. His friends say they can't wait to see him back on the bank with a pint watching a game, and he'll be there. He may not be out of hospital yet, but his is a story of survival. Proof that no matter how long it takes, you can beat the odds. Steve Knibbs, BBC Points West, Cinderford.